This guy. I think this is the one I'm trying to do. Hang on, which one are you? It's been a while since I streamed. I forgot where all my stuff is. Is that you? Sorry, I'm gonna tap the mic. Yeah, it is. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey there, everyone. This is KT. It's been a little bit since I streamed, but did you really think? Did you really think we're done with Ruby just because I beat the game? This stream is gonna be a little bit weird. My goal is like a cleanup session. We're going to be getting annoying trainers out of the way, collecting TMs, really just TMs. I don't care that much about other items. And I need to go to the battle tower. I need to set up stuff in the battle tower. So those are the goals for tonight. We're hopefully going to get 49 wins. I'm very confident with my team. And once we get to 49, I will be backing up the save. So we can use that save because I need to snag more than just one Pokemon. Yeah, here is our crew, and we're gonna need the Latios too. Is that okay? It's a regular. Sometimes when I open up a file and I haven't opened it for a while and I see a bat, my instinct is like, oh, that's probably a shiny bat I just forgot about because, as you can see, I got a couple of them, as well as like ones that actually got used. So, but no, that's just a regular old bat. But that is basically our crew. I don't think I'm gonna need this file for anything else. Do I want a Starmie though? How many Starmies do I have? Yeah, we'll take one of these guys too. And we're gonna definitely need a Horus. Need another Zapdos because these two are like the cleanup crew. Then these guys will be doing the work in the tower. I believe that's everything. I can worry about like Smeargles and setting up specific shiny hunts later. Don't need to do that yet. Now I gotta find the actual Ruby. Is it you? I think it's you. This should be the first time connecting to Box, if I'm not mistaken, so we're gonna get an egg out of this too. Always cool to show off. This is a ROM hack of Box, by the way, if you're wondering how it's like bypassing regions and all that. That's why I was open Nintendo, because this is a ROM hack of Pokemon Box. Also, thank you, Max. Appreciate that. I will remember the training. There's a lot of stuff I have to remember for this because we're playing in a different language. Get that set up. Don't need English Ruby anymore. Oh, wow, yeah, token, yeah, thanks. We'll just snag that egg. There's the Patriot. There's another Murkrow. I must have hatched that one. Okay, so you guys, I guess, are kind of worth keeping track of. But the crew is going to be you two. I guess we'll keep Murkrow in the crew. But unfortunately, this Zapdos has Fly. Do I want to hatch this egg? It is a False Swipe Altaria. I probably don't want it. Okay, let's keep the Pokemon I care about. And I actually think I just cleaned out. Well, the thing is, Wavebird's being unresponsive. I think I just cleaned out, so I don't have any. Yeah, I've got no like item fairies. This is all the RNG dupes. That's what this box is. There's the ADV team. This is for the sketch glitch. Yeah, I don't really have any item fairies, unfortunately. Sup, JG? How you doing, lad? The show's about to begin. I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping, you could say. That's probably good. We're gonna need Dig, because I'm gonna need... Well, should I unlock the Reggies, though? I'm gonna forget. No, when I decide to hunt those, I'll just do it then. But we're gonna need more Pokemon. We're gonna need more guys to get items out of here. So that's probably good. So JG, if you just joined, my plan for tonight, we are going to be hunting down worthwhile TMs. I'm not going to get every TM, but like worthwhile, non-repeatable TMs that would be a pain in the ass to run out of on Emeralds. We'll be getting some of those. And I'm going to be setting up for the Battle Tower. Well, we're going to be doing some Battle Tower too, because I need to smuggle 2 Pokemon that I want with perfect IVs, and we're going to be using this file to take them out of the Battle Tower. So, a little switcheroo. Let's do this. Switch you. Get you to reboot. So I don't know, whoever commented, and I don't remember who commented, somebody said, maybe in jest, that leaving the window open had like a nice ambience, nice atmosphere. If it is annoying audio, please do let me know, and I will close the window. But I do kind of like it. Alright, I think everything is in order now. All I need to do is... Nice, sounds cool, swag. I need to pull up a list of TMs. That's about it. Yeah, it's gonna be nice and cozy. Nothing too serious. The Battle Tower will be, like, pretty easy. My team is pretty rock solid against the Ruby Sapphire Tower. Where is the list of TMs? There we go. Okay, we'll start off by just seeing what TMs I've got. Yeah, we got Horus, we got Cash, we got the Legendary Bird trio right here. Start off with items. Oh, geez, what are you? You're full restore. You're full heal. You know what? We'll just do this the idiot way. We're just going to sell everything so that I have no items, and then I know exactly what I've bought. Just going to do this the dummy way. Yeah, you can have all these. All these ones. Take them. These, don't care. Okay. So now, I'm going to need a white flute, but I can trade that from another file later. So I think next I'm probably just going to want max repels, which I believe can be purchased definitely in Zootopolis. And while we're here, we bought Brick Break. Is there any other important items? I haven't been to the Scorched Slab, and I do want Sunny Day. All those are repeatable. Giga Drain is one I definitely am going to want. Don't really care about Frustration. Do I have Solar Beam? So what are you up to tonight, JG? How you been? How you living? Alright, let's take everybody but Murkrow out of the party, because Murkrow's the favorite. Yeah, Macho Brace, I have enough of those. EXP Share, you know, it'd be nice, but I don't really need another one. Okay, so what TMs do we have? Are these berries or TMs? Yeah, these are berries. Right, let's go down the list. Water Pulse, probably don't want. Calm Mind. Yeah, we'll take a Calm Mind. Calm Mind and Bulk Up, we'll take both of these. That is Bulk Up. That's Bullet Seed, we don't care about that. 22 is Solar Beam, we'll take that. Okay, what's 32? 32 is Double Team, this move should be illegal. 34 Shockwave, probably don't care about that. 39 is Rock Tomb, that's another non-repeatable, even though it's not very good. 40 is Aerial Ace. That is a very valuable TM. And alright, we got our first crew. Yeah, it kind of sucks you can't equip items in this menu. It does make item ferrying outside of Ruby and into Ruby a little bit more annoying. But the good news is that for Pokeballs, Ruby, you can buy everything. Whereas in Fire Red, you can't. You can't buy dive balls and you can't buy net balls. Just got up and got to get to work. Alright, lads. Well, best of luck. I appreciate you hanging out for a brief moment. This is probably not going to be a very entertaining stream, so we're definitely not missing out. We don't need Facade. We don't need Secret Power. 46 is Thief. We definitely need Thief. This is non-repeatable. Thief. That's Steel Wing. This is like another non-repeatable move. It's not very good, but I wouldn't really want to miss Skill Swap and Overheat. Okay, now the next task. Getting moves that I want. First one I see is immediately Sludge Bomb. We should get Rest. Can you buy Rest? Am I stupid? Can you buy Rest in Fire Red? I don't remember. We're gonna go get Rest. You can buy that one. Sandstorm. That's like a... When am I ever gonna use Sandstorm? It's a weather one, though, so it's non-repeatable, which sucks. Flamethrower you buy. Shockwave you get as a gift. Reflect you buy. Double Team you buy. Shadow Ball we used. Psychic you get in Victory Road. I didn't know that. Wondering if I should stream Showdown? Man, oh, I don't know. See, it'd be fun, but the thing is... It's interesting, right? Showdown's like... I like Showdown, and I do play it often. I was actually in VC today, and I joked. I said, look, like, I'm just going to ruin my day by playing Showdown, because I'm in a good mood. And if things go poorly, I'm going to leave Showdown in, like, a bad mood, because that's usually what happens. So, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it, though. I have some plans for videos like that. I kind of want to do, like, a team-building guide. Well, not a guide, but, you know, like... My thought process building a team that I use against Amaryllis or I use against Veriz. But the thing is, they don't like to play singles. They only like to play Ore. So it'd have to be like an Ore team building thing where I'm like way outside of my element. I don't know what I'm doing in Ore. Okay, where was that one? That one was in... Well, let's get Rest. I should do more Showdown content, though. I had fun today. I've had fun with the new team. And I want to spend more time playing Ubers while it has a ladder. Gen 3 Ubers has a brief ladder, and I've had fun playing that. I really got into a guy's head the other day with Wobbuffet. I got him in like a really good loop. It was fun. So there's Rest. Skill Swap is on Mount Pyre. I think I already got that. Let's go for Sandstorm next. I can't fly in here. This is a building. Oh, another thing, I may have mentioned this in my intro, but there are certain trainers I'm going to want to knock out, deliberately get them out of the way so they're gone. Like, if I fought you? Yeah, I did. Did I fight you? Probably. Did I fight you? Because now that I have access to post-game Pokemon, my Starmie can just shred the entire game, like everybody. Definitely haven't fought these guys. I don't think I went to the desert during our playthrough. Alright, take your bets. Does he have Arena Trap? I'm thinking he does. Yep. I wonder what that guy was saying. Something about 30. So we'll do Sandstorm. We'll get Sludge Bomb. Psychic is in Victor. I have no memory of where that is. Thunderbolt and Thunder we don't really need. Meteor Falls we get. Or Iron Tails and Meteor Falls. No clue where that is. And Giga Drain. Giga Drain's the big one, and I know where that is. These guys, oh, they always have Sandvale, right? No, that's what I thought. It is a Sandvale or Arena Trap. These guys always have Sandvale, which is actually why they're banned in Gen 3 OU. Not because Sandslash and Sandshrew are secretly good, but an unfortunate byproduct of the Sandstorm. I don't think we're really missing out. It's a little unfortunate, but you know what can you do? Tyranitar's the best. It's his format. We all have to play Tyranitar's game. He's banned too. Cacnea. You're not allowed to use Cacturn in OU for the exact same reason. Which kind of sucks because Cacturn has like an interesting matchup in the format where he's like really good against Claydol. He's pretty good against Suicune. Well, I guess if Suicune has Ice Beam, not so much. But he has like interesting niches. He's like awesome against Swampert. There we go. There's TM37. Sandstorm. Next is Sludge Bomb is in Dewford. Now, where on earth is Sludge Bomb in Dewford? Guess I'm just going to talk to everybody? No, I don't want to update the phrase. No. No, 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 no. Leave it. That's fine. Yeah, perfect. Okay, thanks. I immediately regret talking to you. Yeah, you're the old rod guy. I feel like if Sludge Bomb was in this town, I would use it on runs. Is it possible that Cerebi is incorrect? Is that, like, even feasible? Okay, you give me the Silk Scarf, which we used during the playthrough. Not you. This is the fan club. Maybe someone in here's got a Sludge Bomb for me? Oh, really? Wow, I didn't know that. So Sludge Bomb is that easy to get. Okay, awesome. Is it number 36? It is. Okay, what's next on our list? Probably... I think we'll do Iron Tail, because there's NPCs I have to get out of the way in Meteor Falls. can I deduce what a escape rope is? Is it 550? Or is it 500? No, these are like X special and X speed or whatever. I feel like this is escape rope. I mean, I might too, just in case. Probably shouldn't lead with a Illuminate Pokemon. We should lead with our trusty Zapdos. Oh, wait a minute. Don't I need Waterfall for this? Possibly. Yeah, we do. We are gonna need Waterfall. And I was watching some old Gen 3 content where Cacturne was not banned. He was a beast. I know, like, Needle Arm is such a cool looking move. I wish it was legal. What is that? Please don't... That's a Moonstone, right? It's an encounter. That is a Moonstone. I'm pretty sure that's a Moonstone. Yeah, I really want to shiny hunt a Cacturne. Or Cacnea, excuse me. He would be part of my Hoenn Dream Team, because he really is just one of the coolest. Can you encounter Tentacool in here? Where is the rod? I know I have it. Alright, you've proved your point. There's no Pokemon here. What is happening? I guess one counterpoint would be Cacnea is Doug weak. We could always say, well, he isn't that bad because you could bring in Doug, but I don't know if Doug's Aerial Ace can KO. You'd have to use HP Bug, which of course can miss. What is happening? Is this rod just not working here? Is there, like, no Pokemon? That was ridiculous. And it was the old rod. Are you serious? Okay, well, you can't learn Waterfall. That's got to be the Super Rod. Or the good rod. I'm just looking for a Barboach. I just need some way to get up this waterfall. Do I have Psyduck with me? Of course I have Psyduck with me. Let's dive. We don't need dive. Alright, the fishing arc has ended. Yeah, we should try playing sometime, JG. It would be fun. I quite like ADV. I'm a big time fan, and I play it frequently, so I am always eager to jump back in. And I have like a weird love-hate with the game, where I'll definitely enjoy it, but then I'll go on like just a little bit of a losing streak, and I think, man, this game's just RNG nonsense. It's never fair. And then I'll like warm back up to the game, or I'll like make a new team or something and start to think, actually, it's like not that bad. Should have bought repels. Right. So the whole reason I actually bought this ruby, I may have said this in the earlier section. Sorry to any VOD watchers if I'm just constantly repeating myself, but I bought this ruby while I was still shiny hunting for Bagon. And I had more sapphires and emeralds than I did rubies. So I was running, I already had a Lunatone. I think I already had 2 Lunatone. And I wanted to get a shiny Solrock, because I actually did get the Bagon, but I've not got a Solrock yet. So I do plan on going back.
That's 23, right? Yes.
And going back for a Solrock specifically. You know, if I get another Bagon, awesome. I am likely to get another bat. I've accepted my fate. It doesn't bother me none. Anytime I go shiny hunting in a cave, I'm leaving with a green bat. It just has to happen. But Solrock would be cool to have. It would be nice to complete the cave. Have both the sun and the moon. Okay, so this double battle you can skip if I remember right. Maybe standing in front will wake them up. I feel like you can just avoid these NPCs, but there's an NPC coming up we can't avoid. That's why I've got my Zapdos here. Yeah, we've been together for 50 years. These are 2 martial artists. Or 2 experts, excuse me. I think they have Hariyama Medicham. Ooh, nice focus punch, dude. That might KO Murkrow, unless it like targeted Zapdos. Murkrow, please live. Nope, no chance. Yeah, so there's 2 Pokemon I'm going to be stealing from the Battle Tower. And while it's obviously nice to have any Pokemon with perfect IVs, there's 2 specific Pokemon I'm taking because I don't know when, but I'm going to be playing a friend of mine, Amaryllis, with a format called Journey Across America, which is essentially Ore with restricted Pokemon. You're allowed to use Ubers. So Mewtwo is legal, Rayquaza is legal, Deoxys and Jirachi are not legal, the Mythicals are banned. So in doing that, I figure stealing 2 Pokemon from the tower should be completely fine because they're not even that strong. They're just like very specific team members. And then I'll have 5 of the 6. I still have to reset for 1 more Pokemon. Okay, so this NPC is actually important. If you're trying to get the Dragon Fang, you need to rematch him all the way to his highest level and then steal it from one of his Pokemon. That's the only way to get a Dragon Fang in this game, is from that NPC. May as well get Dragon Claw while we're here. So I've heard that there is a repel trick for Solrock. So I may end up doing that just to boost my chances of getting Solrock rather than another Bagon. But I don't know that I would really mind another Bagon. The thing is that is the same percentage for both. For Shiny Solrock and a Bagon, they're both 25. And getting another Bagon would seem like, well, that's a little silly. The goal was to get another Solrock. So Repel Trick might be the route. Alright, did we pick up Escape Rope? Is that what this is? Oh, yeah. Okay, what's next on our list? Giga Drain. I know where that is. Rain Dance is on the abandoned ship. We'll have to get that too. That's another non-repeatable TM. Though apparently there's a way to get it in Emerald if you do the Trainer Hill. I haven't tried that yet. I don't know how easy that is to cheese to get weather TMs, but if that's easy to cheese, then that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll take a Dragon Claw. Why not? Yeah, Sunny Day. That's on the Scorched Slab. That's going to be easy to get. Such a weird place, the Scorched Slab. Like, there's no encounters, but there is water and, like, cave. You're inside a cave. It's one of the like, very, mysterious atmosphere this game has that I just love. Yeah, let's go do Giga Drain. We'll get Giga Drain, and then we'll go to the wrecked ship to get our Rain Dance. Also, don't you get Ice Beam? Did I use Ice Beam on the playthrough? I don't recall. No, because nobody can learn it. It's nothing we need on Mount Pyre. We already used Shadow Ball. And then we went back to get a spell tag. That was fun. The setup to fight the Elite Four was more fun than actually trying to beat the Elite Four. I had a very unsuccessful Elite Four. Oh, you don't give me where do I get Giga Drain? I thought it was from her. Is it? Maybe it's over to the right? Gonna have to teach somebody cut. So this is a underrated, I would say, trainer to farm EXP from. Is that guy on the top? I don't know if I can... Yeah, that guy. That's Psychic. On his final rematch, I believe he has a level 43 Lunatone or Solrock. I forget which one he has, as well as a Alakazam. So this guy's actually pretty good to fight for EXP. Only downside is you need to bring Cut. Okay, so it's a different girl that has a Lunatone, and she's the exact same way. She is high level Lunatone and Alakazam. That's a rare candy. Not the Giga Drain I was hoping for. I would remember it being this girl. But there's also these paths up here, and I don't remember what's up here. These are NPCs we don't really need to worry about, because when am I ever going to be coming back this way? I don't know, maybe this route would be fun to shiny hunt on. It's like a weird dupe route, where it's the exact same as the route next to the Safari Zone. Is it you? Nope. Yeah, let's get it out of the way. You have a bunch of Pokemon, okay. Should switch in Starmie, so I'm getting Amulet Coin bonus. It'd probably be just annoying to stream money farming, and it's just not worth doing. There's nothing interesting about it. But preparing this file with specific Pokeballs is something I'm gonna have to do eventually. Getting like Smeargles ready for certain hunts. Unlocking the Regis was on the menu tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna do that tonight. I'll do that when I actually do plan to hunt the Regis. Because I'll probably need to do it on multiple files, so it may be more efficient to just get into the rhythm and do it there. I think at least. Because if I do it now, and I decide to hunt the Regis later, I'm probably not going to remember this cartridge already had it. Is it you? Nope. Where on earth is Giga Drain? Also, what's in this pond? Is this just Meryl and Goldeen? Oh, it's the ocean, ocean enemies? Is this just gonna be another Tentacool? It's a Wingull. Supposedly this route, I've seen, like, prototype pictures of Gen 3. This route was apparently, like, a very early route that they made. And it always does feel a little bit weird in this game, because it's, like, largely optional. Okay, probably didn't fight you. You're out to lunch if you think I'm picking all those berries. That's definitely not a TM. Oh, I think I know where it is. Isn't it right here? Nope. Is it on this side? No, because, like, TMs are never invisible. They're always a Pokeball on the overworld. This is also just a fake out. Okay, let's try again. Where on earth is Giga Drain? I was certain that NPC gave it to me. Was I just not paying attention? Did I already get Giga Drain and not remember? Giga Drain is 19. No, because they're in order, and yeah, it would have been right there. So we definitely don't have it. Or we haven't, you know what I mean. We haven't given it to anybody, and we don't have it here. Let's see, did we win? Nope. Alright, let's sell off all the items I'm never going to use. Oh, that's a moonstone. Yeah, of course I can't sell it. Rare candy, don't care. That's a max ether or max elixir. That was a nugget, or could have been a vitamin. Hey, chef, do you want this moonstone? Because it's yours now. I guess I could have used it on the skitty, but that's just silly. We don't really need it. What I do need is to figure out where on Earth Giga Drain is. Because, like, where did I miss on that route? Yeah, this is Route 122, and that's 123. Yep, this is Route 123. Oh, wait a minute. Is it like a weird NPC where I gotta show them a Pokemon with high affection? That would be annoying. Okay, so we know it's not up there. Is it just... It's not that. Alright. Yeah, Giga Drain. Where am I gonna find Giga Drain? Oh, you need a grass Pokemon with you? Okay. Am I being trolled on the internet? I don't have any grass Pokemon, unfortunately. If this works, I'm gonna be completely at awe that there's still mysteries in this game. Also, I probably should unlock the battle tower so I can just warp there. Okay, let's see. I don't remember that at all. I just remember talking to her and she gives you Giga Drain. And grass is not one of those types I prioritize very much. Basically every playthrough when I play Pokemon, I will usually use one water type no matter what. I will often bring a normal type as well. But grass is a lot less consistent. A lot more of a sometimes type. Oh, flying. I really like having a flyer too. Oh, you do? Yeah. That is unbelievable. She really does just want to see a grass Pokemon. My friend, if you go into the grass, there are Wild Oddish and Gloom right here. Is it 9 or 19? I feel like it's 19. Well, thank you, Neo Seeker. You helped me out. Yeah, it's 19. Okay, next we're gonna go to the wrecked ship. Gonna have to bring a, we'll bring that Tentacool, because I know that had all the water TMs. Water HM, excuse me. Okay, so it's going to be... We get Ice Beam and Rain Dance here. Very cool. You also get the Deep Sea Tooth if you return the thing. Not too interested in that, but, you know, we're here, we may as well get the scanner, whatever the device is. That guy almost got me. Uh-oh. Getting a trainer here, I might get stuck. She gets to move like a frame before I do, and if she looks downwards, we're just boned. Okay, dodged a bullet. And we've made it. We're at the wrecked ship. I may have shown this off before in one playthrough. Check this out. If you just stand here, watch this. Oh, wait. Did I come here before? Maybe I did. That, the NPC will see me. Yeah, I must have come here before. Oh, maybe not? Yeah, why would I have been here? My playthrough didn't use Ice Beam. So why would I have been here? I like how often in these games the sailors have like a Machop or something. Because it makes sense. If you're aboard a ship, you'd need somebody who's strong to help move stuff for you. There's an item over there. That could be our rain dance. Oh, don't I need to talk to the guy first? Hang on. That is not what I was looking for. That's an escape rope, I think. That is some kind of vitamin. We don't need that. That is not rain dance, whatever it is. Getting everything but the items I'm looking for. This rain dance? Nope. Right, but I chat with you and you say, oh, I'm so scared I can't go down. And, oh no, I thought you gave me a key. Perhaps I don't remember this dungeon as much as I think I do. Because we go down here. Maybe that was the key that I got. That was what was next to him. That's probably it. We go down, and then we get the scanner, and then we give him the scanner, and then he gives us the key to that one door, and that's where we get Ice Beam. Or something like very similar to that. I like this part of the dungeon a lot. It does feel a bit like a generic RPG thing, but I do like it. Okay. Just dust. TM18, that's what we're here for. Give that to our trusty Murkrow. And now we go over to room 4. Now we can go to room 6. This is like Resident Evil. You just unlock all these doors in different order. Oh, right, that's the case. Yeah, you go through that door and then you see where the dust is. But if you just check every tile, you'll find the key to room 2. Isn't it here? No? Am I getting trolled? Let's see. Somehow missed all of those. Okay, one next to the chair, and then one sort of like here. That's the key. I think these are all dust, but I'm gonna check them either way. Yeah, that's nothing. Wasn't it here? Yeah. Okay. I think that's a water stone. Something we don't need. Or maybe that's the item that guy wanted. It's funny, you can tell that this is like a different dungeon. Do you see that screen transition, how it like flashes white? Because we're not in the same dungeon, because there's no encounters in that area, that little part of the cove. They're very weird how they made this place. Because you're not allowed to fly when you're outside, and I don't know if you can escape rope in here. I guess we'll try. We got Ice Beam, best move in the game. Yeah, can I escape rope here? You can. Okay, very weird dungeon. That's awesome how that works. Okay, what are we doing next? We're going Scorched Slab. Get ourselves Sunny Day, and then I think that's it. Do I want Hail? Well, not really. Do I want Toxic? A little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get Toxic and Roar. And then we'll probably be good for TMs on this file. Toxic. Roar. Sunny Day. Look at that. Our starter is the last Pokemon. And then it'll be Battle Tower time. Time to, well, yeah, let's burn our stuff. Get rid of our items. Perfect. Yeah, I'll set up my inventory on my own time. I don't want to bore. Well, I guess this is not like an entertaining stream, but it's just so dry figuring out exactly where things are. Plus, I need a white flute, which I'm going to get. I'm just going to trade from a different file anyways. Did I fight you? I must have. No. That's definitely an in the way NPC. See, I'd like to do this the other way around. Lead Starmie, so I'm using Amulet Coin. But Starmie, unfortunately, attracts every random encounter in the game. So we don't really want to lead Starmie right now. We're keeping the Starmie on this file because having Illuminate is good. But there's a bit of a trick. You don't really want to be a high-level Illuminator because getting yourself KO'd is kind of difficult when you're level 100. Didn't realize this was an encounter, Kecleon. You know what? Just for the fans, let's catch him. Alright, Kecleon, you have one more chance. You get in the ball or you get electrocuted. Oh, that's what he's holding. That makes sense. That's Ultra Ball. This is your chance, Kecleon. Don't mess it up. That's it. Gave you a chance. Oh, and you crit me. You dare crit me. You mock the Zapdos. This is the Murkrow run. Any kind of slight against this trainer is a slight against Murkrow himself. Yeah, be gone. Okay, next up, we get Roar from an NPC standing right here. So let's get that out of the way. And then we need to go to Fiery Path. And I know I'm going to need... did I get this? I did. I know that I'm going to need Strength. I'm unsure if I'm going to need Rock Smash as well. So I wonder if I went up here. No, I don't care. It's probably just like a revive or a consumable. Okay, so I fought both of you. Yeah, that rock, that's the one that's in the way. That's the route towards Toxic. I never remember my TMs. Is it 5 as strength? Is it 4? Skitty, what could these 3 learn? What is this? It's Flash. We don't need that. Are you Rock Smash? Your Strength. Perfect. sneak through. This puzzle is probably really difficult if you're 10 years old. I know I definitely struggled with strength puzzles when I played this game as a kid. I think you get Toxic and a Firestone in here. And we don't really care too much about a Firestone. That's definitely Toxic, and the Firestone will be to the south. We're here. We'll get it. And then after that, I think I will sell all of my other TMs, and then just accept this file has got all the TMs I care about. Is there any other worthwhile items? Like, everything that is good in the Frontier are rewards for beating the tower. I don't really care about vitamins. We don't need another Macho Brace or EXP share. Definitely don't care too much about a Firestone. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we are ready to start the battle tower. Before I sell my stuff, I'm going to check what these TMs are in case there is some weird chance that I do want them. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. Oh, you know what else we should check? One reason I brought Latios along is because we're going to need to do the roamer glitch for stealing a Pokemon out of the tower anyways, and I haven't found my Latios yet. We should check my Latios. There is the super slim chance that I have a shiny roamer. I wouldn't count on it, but you never know. Yeah, we'll fix our face here. We'll fix our boxes. That's so funny that Marshtomp is the last guy and he doesn't get to hold an item. Yeah, you two are coming along because I can tell you're holding items that I'm going to want. Murkrow is also coming along. I know this is his save file, but he's definitely going to be leaving this game. I don't remember what you're holding. I think it's leftovers. It's something really good. Yeah, our Alakazam didn't have an item. That's fine. There we go. Box is looking pretty slick. We'll keep Latios in the party because you've got Surf and Fly, don't you? I'll need you if I do need to. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Where is the Master Ball? I'm pretty sure it's you. I'm pretty confident that that is the Master Ball. Should rearrange Latios' moves. If you guys didn't know, one trick you can do... This works in Ruby. I don't know if this works in Emerald. You see, so that's Surf, this is Fly. If we switch them around, when I open this menu, this is Fly and this is Surf. So if I switch them around, like the first move is what appears at the top of the list. It's very handy. Very nice. These are the balls pocket. Yeah, so let's buy some. 20 of these. Take some of these. Pretty sure these are ultras. Yeah. So that's like timer or repeat or something. That's got to be Master Ball. Oh, right. I was going to sell my TMs. It's a very underrated song in the game. Water Pulse. That is non-repeatable, but I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of Water Pulses. So Water Pulse, you are on the chopping block. This is Bullet Seed. Terrible move. Goodbye. This is Double Team. I can buy more Double Teams. This is Shockwave. I probably have enough Shockwaves on Emeralds. If I need to restart one of these files to get a Shockwave, you know, so be it. This is Facade, a move I have a bunch of copies of. And this is Secret Power, a move you can buy. Perfect. The items have been dealt with. Where am I going now? I need to unlock the Battle Tower. And then we get to start the Battle Tower. We get to do the grind. We're going to go to 49, and then I'm going to make a backup of this save. Not to cheat my way past 49, but because I need to smuggle a Pokemon out of the Battle Tower, and there's a high chance I just don't run into it. There's a high chance I get the one with the wrong set, or the wrong nature, or the wrong ability. So it is going to end up being reset heavy. Oh, Battle Tower. It's been a little bit. You guys give me one brief minute, and we'll be ready to go. I don't have like an intermission thing to play, so I guess just watch the NPCs for me. Alright. Did I save? I think I saved. I don't have repels, I just realized. Hang on. Do they sell them here? They gotta sell them here. Max Repel in Japanese is called Gold Spray. That's funny. Okay, crisis averted. Oh, how do I want to do this? Should I put on music? Probably not. This is fine. This will be just a cozy, relaxed battle tower. So I've spent quite a lot of time in the Ruby Tower, and I want to give a major shout out to Riley, the Ruby Tower Master. As, well, I don't think he's known as that. He should be known as that, though, because he beat this with a damn funny team using some of his shinies. It was a hell of a grind. A lot of fun to partake in watching that. The Ruby Tower is pretty different than the Emerald Tower. It is a little unfortunate. The Smogon forums don't really acknowledge the Ruby Tower as like its own category. At least as far as I'm aware. So I'm using 3 Pokemon that are not even in this region, so we have a huge advantage. That is not a Pokemon you like to see first. So I'm leading with a Zapdos. This Zapdos he is modest with a 30 in special attack and a 31 in speed. Nearly perfect, about as good as you can hope for. The kicker, though, is that this Zapdos has Hidden Power Grass at 66 power, I believe. Very good, very high power. So we can shred Swampert. We do a ton to Rhydon and Golem. Very good. Other Pokemon we're like trash against otherwise. Gulpin, why are you? You're the anchor. You're the one holding the team together. We're holding a Lumberry, so if we get status, it doesn't matter. What are our other moves? It's been a while since I used this team. Yeah, Thunderbolt, Aerial Ace, Hidden Power, and that's got to be Light Screen. We got our Blissey. She's got all the cringe moves. We have Soft Boiled and Wish. We have Ice Beam, and we have Seismic Toss. This Blissey is unbelievably good with the IVs, and she's holding Leftovers. She is timid nature, I believe, so that's like a speed nature, which doesn't really help us out, but, you know, whatever. It's not that bad. And then Poliwrath is my guy. He's damp, which is important, because that stops Pokemon from exploding. The reason I put this trio together was I wanted to try shiny hunting in this tower, because you can steal Pokemon, you can smuggle one Pokemon out. And one way that could go wrong is if the Pokemon can blow up. If it's a Golem and he clicks self-destruct, well, it doesn't matter that you found a shiny, you're not getting to steal it. So that's his job, is to put out bombs. He has awesome HP and awesome physical defense, and he's running a Brick Break, Rest, Bulk Up, and Earthquake. So he is a physical monster once he starts getting set up. And that's our trio. That's our team. Like I said, I've played the Ruby Tower quite a bit, so I have generally figured out how to deal with every single team scenario. Well, not every, you know what I mean. Most team scenarios. Most of my losses in this have been from just unfortunate luck, rather than misplaying. I feel like this team is pretty foolproof. If everything goes right. Obviously, you can just get unlucky. So getting to 49 wins should not be hard. Even a quad resist like Mag, this is still going to do like half his health. Wrong move. Wasting your turn, just burning my Lumberry. You lived? How? I guess you do have massive, like, special defense. Please get through. Yes. Medicham, my most annoyed Pokemon to run into in Gen 3 competitive. I hate fighting Medicham. Good news is that in the tower, he runs pretty terrible moves. So, two important quirks of the Ruby Tower. Wow. A triple para, or a triple confuse. You use reversal when you're full health. So, two important quirks is that enemy Pokemon have random natures. This guy could be brave or quiet or quirky, it doesn't matter. He has a random nature. But his sets are predetermined. His IVs scale as you go deeper into the tower. Right now, I think he has a 6 in all stats, and by the time we're at 49 wins, he'd have a 31 in all stats, which is why we want to get to 49 for our little robbery we're going to commit. So the natures can be changed, but the move selection, the AI has a weird feature, let's say, where it will pick a move randomly 25% of the time. I've had countless matches where I'm against like a lead Blaziken or a lead whatever, and it just goes for Earthquake against my Zapdos, and it just seems like, what the hell? Why would you do that? But the AI is just kind of at the mercy of picking a random move. So I know there's a Delcatty. Of the two Pokemon I want to steal from this tower, one of them has a bunch of sets, and the other one I haven't actually looked at his sets for what I want to steal. I know that I want him on my Journey Across America team. So unfortunately, there's a high chance that I do everything correctly and smuggle out the Pokemon I want, and he just has the wrong nature, or he's running the wrong set, and we just have to go again. So that's why I don't feel too much like it's cheating to back up this save. So, if Amaryllis wants to fight me and say that, oh, these shouldn't be legitimate, well, what are we going to call, not arbitrary code, RNG manips? Like, are those somehow more legitimate? And we're just doing this for fun, dude. These aren't, like, money matches. We're not doing, like, serious competitive matches. This is all just to have a laugh. So I think it should be fair. It should be legitimate to do this, to get more party members for my matches. I do think, however, there is a good argument for using these in the battle tower themselves is a little bit more questionable, because you didn't put in the effort to grind them up. But I guess that's going to come down to individual player, what they decide they want to do. I know I greatly prefer to use Pokemon that I raised rather than just use ones that I import from Showdown and put on PK Hex and then play matches with those. Alright, our first troublesome matchup. You are one of the few things that stop Zapdos' reign. Hidden Power is not going to even knock him into yellow. He's going to be... Well, he's at low IVs, though. Okay, because he's low IVs. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, just it decides to use Dig. Yeah. Camerupt is one of the few troublesome matchups for this team. There's 3 others. There's 3 other nasty Pokemon I never want to run into. Those are Electrode, Weezing, and Muck. Because none of them are going to die from a Zapdos Thunderbolt. They're all going to live. And they all give Poliwrath trouble. The Muck has Giga Drain. The Weezing can have Thunderbolt. And of course they all have Explosion. But since we're damp, that's just like free turns. So that part isn't too bad. But Electrode is just a nightmare matchup. like we're not really at an advantage against an Electrode. So then it comes down to Blissey. Blissey has to deal with Electrode, or I have to get up a light screen and just pray that my Earthquake does enough. It's tough. They're not easy. Magic Coat. Very weird move. I don't understand what that actually reflects. What was this? Trainer number 4? Making steady progress. So to any VOD watchers, I want you to go to Amaryllis's page, go to his profile, and say, like, you are cool or something. Just give him a shout out. Because I am setting all this up just for a match with him. I don't know who else is going to play Journey Across America with us. Oh, Kecleon can be trouble. He can have Trick. Okay. Good news is that he picked Slash. So the movesets are different too. Pokemon will have very different movesets in this format compared to a Emerald. Also nice crit. Needed that crit. Claydol is also a bit of a tough matchup for Zapdos. He's got Bright Powder? Did I just miss? I think he's got Bright Powder. Even with the speed drop, we should outspeed a Claydol. Claydol is like my favorite switch in against Zapdos in ADV. HP Ice and HP Grass, they do about 35 to 45%. Not that much. You don't want to take too many of them, but you aren't that threatened. And of course, Zapdos just kind of sucks using an electric move. Or you know what I mean. Like, he can't use his electric move, so you kind of know your opponent is going to use HP Grass or HP Ice. So of course, once you've revealed Claydol, that can be a good opportunity to get in Blissey. You can bring in Tar if you know it's HP Ice. Or Swampert, for that matter. It's good. Claydol is very fun. I like Claydol a lot in competitive. He's not as good in single player because we don't use spikes. But I'm sure you can play some like epic, lame, Cosmic Power, Toxic Rest cheese to make sure that you have no friends. Make sure that you never get somebody to want to play you again. Nice. Easy, easy. This is match 7, I believe. Yeah. Magcargo is not a Pokemon you see very much in this this tower. I don't think that's really documented. Which Pokemon sort of drop off in popularity? Claydol you don't see at a top level, and it's because his base stat total is pretty low. Dusclops you don't see very often. I know he's part of the top tier pool, though. There's other ones. Nice crits. There's like Tropius drops off. You don't see Tropius. You don't see Lunatone or Solrock. Obviously Kecleon, you don't see Kecleon because he sucks. By the time you're at like the end, once you're like past 49 or 56 or whatever, you're deep into the tower. You're basically seeing Starter, Lottie, Reggie, and a couple other top tiers. The Walrein shows up a lot. Rhydon is pretty common. Oh, Shedinja. Shedinja's there too. Shedinja is an interesting one. That was the first time I lost a streak was when I didn't have Aerial Ace on Zapdos. I think I had Thunder Wave, and I recognized my mistake. But interesting to note is that my Poliwrath just completely walls a Shedinja if I play correctly. Because we have Rest, and Shedinja only has one set in the tower. where it is Toxic, Confuse Ray, Shadow Ball, Hyper Beam. So once we burn through the Hyper Beams, which don't do that much damage once we're all bulked up, we can just rest off the Toxics, and now Shed can't really hurt us. And even if we get Toxic on another party member, we can always sort of stall to heal. Oh, Blossom's tiny. What a tiny Pokemon. This is for me bad mouthing Bullet Seed. She's gonna get 5. Look at this. Yep, go on, just get 5. Oh, you couldn't do it. Couldn't get 5. Actually, I wonder if I should... Well, no, it won't happen. I was thinking, should I back this up just in case I run into a shiny that has less than ideal IVs, but I will take the risk. If that happens, I'll do all this again on like a different Ruby. I have enough different files to do this somewhere else. So that's why this stream is marked as for potentially final, because there's a high chance. Like I'm not gonna grind all night tonight to get my 2 party members. We're just gonna get set up. We're gonna back up the save, and I don't know, maybe I'll do 1 round just to see if we get lucky. Oh, because it's good practice too. Good practice for doing the Lottie glitch. Grumpig is an interesting Pokemon where he's really good here in ADV 200 rules where we don't have access to Fire Red. Because he's like decently bulky as a special attacker, and he can run the good coverage. He gets access to Ice Punch and all that. So as you can see by the fact that we're on match number 10, the Hoenn region wasn't really meant to be fighting a Zapdos. Zapdos kind of destroys everything here. Not much can stand up against him. There's a handful of bad matchups later on. Like, we're not great into the Reggies. And thankfully our pal Poliwrath is. He's good against all of them except Regice, because Regice will often have Thunderbolt. But the good news is that Regice is dumb and will waste turns trying to blow up or just do like a double team rest nonsense. So that's like free setup for us to get max bulk and then start punching him. Skarm would be a worthwhile Pokemon to steal from the tower. Having a perfect Skarm, that would be fun. Maybe that would be like a fun challenge. Oh, this is cool. I can send this out as like a challenge. Here's the rules. We're playing ADV 200, but the only way that you can get teammates is from doing this. You can change their movesets. You can change their IVs, but you have to steal them from the Ruby Tower. I kind of like that. I wonder, maybe... it's hard to know. It's hard to know if I make a video like that. Is anybody going to even want to be involved? Like, would anybody even want to try out? But it's like a very fun concept, at least to me. Oh, of course you've got light screen. Turning the 3 hit into like a 5 hit. Para, please. No, oh, and then you hit me back. Have your worst enemy in the back, Raichu. You do not want to face her. Trust me, just go down now, it'll be easier. What does the agility achieve? What are you thinking? Oh, for quick attack, of course. Duh. Need agility to boost the damage of quick attack. Crit? Needed that crit a couple of turns sooner? Couldn't have hit the crit earlier. Shiftry, huh? Extra sensory. Awesome animation. You don't get to see very much in Gendry. I think that's light screen is gone, so this should KO. Shiftry isn't all that bulky. Yeah, we got him. So I think I've rambled about my Battle Tower experience. I think this is a fun format. Gardevoir is an interesting lead. Gardevoir's not that hard unless she is lead. Because with lead, you're not always going to KO, and what you're going to do is pop Salak. And then once she's in Salak range, she can keep going for Destiny Bond. And now you're in like a pretty awkward scenario. Thankfully, Blissey just kind of destroys Gardevoir. Like, you have no hope of getting through a Blissey, especially one with Wish. But as a lead, it's pretty annoying for Zapdos. Yeah, Kingdra's another annoying one because he basically always lives a Thunderbolt. He could have rest, too. I sure hope he doesn't have rest. Alright, our first death. We're on, what, fight 15? What are my moves? Yeah, that is Toss. That doesn't look like 50 HP to me. Oh, of course you got Protect. Of course, you're a cringe. You're a cringe user. I just hope it's not a bulky water in the back. If it's a bulky water type, it's annoying to deal with without Zapdos. Gyarados. Exactly what I was just talking about. Which is Ice Beam? Is it slot 1? Slot 2. We'll just freeze. That's Wish. So my Blissey is Serene Grace, rather than being a... Well, I guess, Toss is pretty good here, too. But we'll just get the freeze. We'll just freeze Gyarados and then not be threatened. We do not do very much damage. So you've got Water Pulse and you've got Rain Dance. You probably have dumb moves. Yeah, we'll do one more Ice Beam, and if it doesn't freeze, we'll start working it down with Seismic Toss. It's weird that we outspeed. I don't know what move you used. It could have been Rain Dance. It could have just been a failed Rain Dance. You have Hyper Beam. This is not going to KO. We get our free turn. This is the last Pokemon, right? I don't really need to play too safe this early on. Seismic Toss should definitely two-shot. Yeah, so because the Pokemon only have access to Ruby and Sapphire movesets, a lot of Pokemon are, like, kind of neutered. They're missing really threatening moves. Metagross and Glalie are my go-to examples, because Metagross with Explosion does so much damage. It can punch through resists. And, Glalie is, well, he's not as powerful, but it's similar rule. Glalie is so much stronger when it threatens Explosion versus when it doesn't have access to Explosion. Nice crit. We needed that crit. We needed it. Crobat, one of the few annoying matchups for this team if Zapdos is dead. That's kind of the rule, is like most of these are not that bad, but if Zapdos goes down, we're in a little bit of trouble. Oh, good. Yeah, Focus Punch. Great move to use against a special attacker that is faster than you. We haven't seen a starter yet, I'm realizing. I have a very specific route on how I want to deal with Sceptile. Blaziken and Swampert are pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, who else is trouble in this format? Slacking is scary, but once you're deep into the tower, Slacking, like, he's kind of weird where he has more sets lower in the tower. Once you're at, like, the high tier, he seems to only have the one Choice Band set. And the Choice Band set is... It's one of those, like, classic Game Freak... he doesn't have 4 moves. He only has 2 moves. Nice crit. He's got Earthquake and Hyper Beam. So he can't touch, like, a Gengar or a Misdreavus. That's so funny. It's Wailord Walrein again. Yep, awesome. Don't care about the item. Alright, let's keep going. Another Linoon lead. These guys are a little bit annoying because they can have Trick. They can also have Surf, which is not an ideal move. Though it is interesting to think about that. The Battle Tower wasn't just meant to be this like post-game challenge. It was also sort of to teach players that when you see a Pokemon use a move that seems unorthodox, you kind of learn the fact that, oh, this is probably an egg move for it. How do I get that egg move onto this Pokemon? Maybe there's a Curse Swampert. Maybe there's an Endeavor. No, Endeavor's a learn move, though. So maybe it is Curse. I think it's neat. I think it's cool that you see like very unorthodox move sets that aren't even that good, like a Cross Chop. There's Golduck has a Cross Chop, and that doesn't seem very useful, but it's cool to know that you can even get a Cross Chop. I forgot to mention another thing that's annoying about Gardevoir is that she can have Synchro. So this Thunderbolt can accidentally paralyze, and now I lose my Lumberry. That's another thing that's annoying about lead, but doesn't matter as much if she's not the lead. Of course, landing the Toxic burns my Lum, but that's not too bad. And there's the usual cheese. There's the usual troublemakers. Quick Claw, Bright Powder, Focus Band. Everyone knows how those work. They suck. They're annoying to deal with, but there's not really anything you can do. Really, the only one of those that any player has some control over is Focus Band. You could argue very stubbornly that running Tyranitar solves that because you get Sandstorm Chip. But of course there's Pokemon that'll have Focus Band that are immune to Sandstorm, so there's no perfect way to deal with it.
course you hang on with 1 HP. Thankfully, there's not that many really bulky Pokemon. We don't really have a Snorlax and Blissey equivalent. The worst really is the Regis, the Latties, and the starters. They're the biggest troublemakers in this this tower. You live on one, of course you do. But since this this format's so water heavy, Zapdos really does just shred everybody. Ludicolo is an interesting one. Ludicolo is a little bit harder to deal with because he can set up Rain, and then he's gonna go first, or he's gonna do like a Leech Seed Rain Dish setup. Both of those are a little bit annoying. Yeah, Torkoal, you're like a low tier threat. You do not appear after a certain point, but you're unfortunately bulky enough to live. Mawile, that's another Pokemon that drops off. You don't see after a certain point. Gyarados, the sworn enemy of Zapdos. These two will never get along. I had a match today in ADV where I had Gyarados on my team and my opponent had a Zapdos, and I swear I switched in, used any attack, and Zapdos came in every single time. So then I had to pivot out to Snorlax or Claydol or Blissey. One of my few options is like a way to cover Gyarados. Because without it, you're really bad with a living Zapdos. Oh, you're annoying. You're like a pretty rare Pokemon in this tower. Oh, what do we want to do? We can't switch. It's like probably best to just try and chunk him. Because Blissey deals with Wob super easily. Please, just like Para or Crit. Okay, you Safeguard. That's pretty good. Okay. He has a Safeguard, but that really doesn't matter too much for us. Oh, wow. Reflect actually mattered. That's funny. I'm just doing like a speedrun strat of don't proc the message, but of course they're both neutral, so that wouldn't have mattered. And that's so funny to see. What a team. Lead Wob, and then you have Alakazam to deal with like big special damage, and then who's your anchor? You got Duskull. Alright, number 6 on set 3. Yeah, Dodrio can be annoying, because Dodrio is base 100 speed and can hit really damn hard. Cacturne here has counter, or he can have counter, so even though it's less than ideal damage, you basically always want to do a special attack. And his defenses are not very good, so it doesn't matter too much. Getting seeded is not ideal. Oh, does he have leftovers too? Yep. He could also have Dynamic Punch, which is really annoying. Oh, you're just going for the worst. You're gonna get 3... Look at this. This is maximum healing. Heal number 1, Leech Seed. Heal number 2, Ingrain. Heal number 3, Leftovers. Okay, we're still seeded, which kind of sucks, but hopefully this is something we can one-shot. Nice. Easy. It's Walrein that I think is a roll. Wailord I feel like is also a roll. Oh look, it's Rend. His name is Rend. I wanted to call him Ren, but no, I know it's Rend. Walrein is a roll. We don't guarantee the KO. Why do you have Thunderbolt? What are you talking about? Alright, the champion of this set, and I think we're at 21. Yeah, I don't really want to deal with having to back up the save until we're at 49. So if we miss out, if we find a shiny, I don't know. I'll just do all this again on my own. But I'm glad we got all those TMs. That was fun. Oh, Lucky Para, too. So, Metagross. Metang is not really a threat. Nice crit. Don't think I didn't see that crit. Metagross always has Psychic, making the Poliwrath matchup a little bit annoying. The good news is that we resist rock moves and we resist Meteor Mash so well that it kind of doesn't matter. But Psychic is still a pain in the ass. If I can get behind a light screen, it's not a threat and we can safely set up, but otherwise it can be annoying. Protect Mag. Just what set will they think of next? You've got Mag, and like your goal is that you want to trap a Skarm, right? That's what Mag is so good for. Trapping Fori as well, trapping really any steel type. But why Protect? Like, what does Protect help you out with? There's a great argument for Sub. I love using Sub on Mag. There's a great argument for dual status. Toxic and Thunderwave both have great uses. And then you got your hidden power of choice. You could do Fire or Grass. You could do Weather Clear. Mag has a lot of utility outside of just KOing Skarm. But Protect is just not useful. You could do Screech and Metal Sound. Maybe he doesn't get Screech. Definitely Metal Sound, though. That can definitely help out. Especially against like Suicune, I'm realizing. That might be nice. I might have to try that next time. But of course, if you're Mag and you're in against a Suicune, you should just Thunderbolt. Like what do you mean? It's good against like Blissey or Snorlax. What Snorlax threatens to KO you? Blissey, well, I guess, can if she's running Fire Blast. Relicanth's another one of those weird Pokemon that drops off. You see him a bit as you're climbing the tower, but once you, like, plateau, you stop seeing Relicanth. Tropius, speak of the devil. You also. He goes in retirement. He's had enough of the tower. He doesn't need to be at the absolute best. Nice crit. Perfect. Perfect. Turn him into a flying type, and now we zap him. So an interesting quirk of this this tower having 25% random moves is the Choice Band Trick Pokemon have a unfortunate chance to just lock themselves into a move that is, let's say, less than ideal. Aggron, huh? We chunk him out, but we definitely don't KO. However, I don't think he KOs us unless he gets a crit Rock Slide. When we're, like, at the highest tier. Because obviously all these ones, I don't remember damage for these ones. Because these are all lower IV Pokemon. So whenever I make a comment like that, I am referring to once we're at the top tier. Once we're, playing the format for real.
Oh, nice. We got a Bright Powder. And you used Earthquake. That turn doesn't count.
So of the two Pokemon I want to smuggle out of the tower, we still haven't seen any. We haven't seen either yet. I will be keeping them as a secret. Unless, of course, I find one of them during my my set after we backed up the save. Then you guys will see me try and catch it and just pray for a good nature and right ability. But I do want to keep them secret for now. See, this is a great example. The mag I hit earlier has the exact same IVs, but a different nature, and my Thunderbolt did a lot closer to half, whereas this one is probably minus special defense, and it's doing a lot closer to like 65%. Double protect? How could you? So that also affects damage ranges. Nice crit. Oh, needed that crit. Raichu, I don't like seeing you. Raichu's dumb. He'll go for Focus Punch quite a lot. Why they decided on Focus Punch for Raichu, Lord knows. Why they decided Double Team should be in the game, Lord knows. I really do not want to have to start relying on Aerial Ace. Just crit. Just crit or para. Use Attract. Yeah, okay. Please KO? That's really close. Okay, got it. Nice. Nice. Another Kecleon. Alright, this is another one of those weird conspiracies I've noticed in the Ruby Tower. The game seems to pick like a common starter or a common lead and then use it like 3 times within the same set. I have no idea like why it does this. It could just be the wildest coincidence ever, but I've run into it countless times. Countless times where the same set of 7 will have 3 Sceptiles. And then the next set of 7, it'll just have 3 lead Regices. And I know it could just be a coincidence, but it doesn't feel like it is. It does feel like there is the game just like seeds a lead, and then uses it for the set of 7 more frequently. Also realizing if I want to do this, I'm going to need to do like damage calculations on a certain nature for one of my party members. One's going to be offensive and one's going to be defensive, and it's the defensive guy I need to know how he handles Groudon, because I know Amaryllis is doing a Sun team, and of course I'm doing a Rain team, So we're gonna be kind of clashing really well. We're doing like alternating strategies, which I like. Ooh, this guy's definitely plus special defense. Do I risk it? You know, we're up so much. Okay, I don't know what he did there, but it failed. So I'm thinking, how do I deal with a Groudon? What are things I need to do for a Groudon? I don't remember if he's max attack or not. This is Brick Break, right? Yeah. I sure hope you don't have counter. No. Oh, of course, return. Duh. Yeah, this Poliwrath has an unbelievable amount of physical defense. I've told this story a couple of times before, but this Poliwrath was not bred... Well, he wasn't bred. I caught him, actually. We're going to... Yeah. Oh, that's rest. I got this Poliwrath specifically for a shiny hunt in the Sky Pillar. Because I wanted something to deal with Claydol. Claydol can have Explosion. Claydol can have Ancient Power. Claydol also has Sandstorm and Hyper Beam. So that's a pretty nasty set of moves. And if you're finding, like, you find a shiny Claydol and he's got those moves, you got to be pretty damn careful. So Poliwrath just kind of slots in perfectly, where he resists Ancient Power, and he is immune to Explosion. And you, if you're high level and you have good bulk, you're just not that scared of Hyper Beam. Because it's like, it's not stabbed from Claydol, and Claydol's physical attack is just okay. It's not great. So that's how this Poliwrath came to be, and it turns out he's just like a perfect candidate for the Ruby Tower as a way to stop exploding Pokemon. It's a nice synchronicity. Alright, is this number 6? Was this 5 or 6? Wigglytuff. You're another, like a low-tier staple. You definitely drop off. Nice. Ooh, Pinsir, I don't like seeing you. Okay, Pinsir can be annoying. The problem with Pinsir is that he can do a Salak Guillotine. Just unbelievably annoying. He's in Salak range now. Okay, this one doesn't have Salak, but that's what happens is he gets into Salak range, and now he's going first, and he's threatening an Oko move. Very annoying. Pinsir is a pretty rough matchup to get. Never like seeing Pinsir. There's a couple other troublesome Pokemon that the way they'll have Quick Claw and they'll go for Oko moves. Walrein is probably the most famous. Seaking is like just as bad. I believe Whiscash can have Fissure. Rhydon definitely can have Fissure, and Megahorn. That's not fun. Heracross. So Heracross, your instinct would be, oh, just use Aerial Ace to 4 times damage. The problem is Heracross also has counter. It's like a series of booby traps. As you play through this format, you eventually just learn, like, who are the potential Pokemon that could end the run. Or who could sort of like reversal the scenario where I'm up a Pokemon and then I'm immediately down one. And yeah, counter Heracross. What's the other guy? Cacturn. Cacturn can also have counter. So I think this next set is when we're gonna potentially start running into Lotties. Thankfully, Blissey has an awesome matchup against all of the Lotties. Yeah, very cool. Thanks. What are we at? 28? Yeah. Well, I hope this hasn't been too dry for anyone. It sounds like I'm just rambling like a nut job talking about this tower. It is... I do think it's unfortunate that the Smogon leaderboard just doesn't acknowledge it, because it is different. You do need to play a little bit differently than you do for the Emerald one, but it's also impossible to deny that the Emerald one is more complicated, that there's more sets, the sets are better. See Armaldo, you don't like to see Armaldo. He can be tricky. Cradley can also be tricky. Nice. He went for Earthquake. Poor Skarmory. Zapdos has been bullying Skarm for years and years. Nice recover. Definitely gonna help you out. I just realized I don't know where my Latios is with Memento. I have a Latios with Memento for the level 50 tier as a way to very easily lose a fight, because that's what you need to do to perform the Lati glitch, is you need to lose a fight and then immediately go and counter the roaming Lati, and then once you KO that Lati, you'll be fighting the trainer you just lost to. So that's how you can steal Pokemon, but a team with Blissey, it can be pretty hard to lose, believe it or not. A lot of special attack, like if I was to run into, say, a shiny Starmie, there's no hope of ever losing. It's just not going to happen with Blissey on the team. Starmie would need to, like, crit 3 Hydro Pumps in a row. Now, speak of the devil. Yeah, you could... What should we do? I don't remember your sets that well. I don't think you're that annoying. I think you're going to go for a Leech Seed. Please crit. Nope. Rock Tomb, not what I wanted to see. And are you holding leftovers? And that wasn't a crit? Whoa. And you are holding leftovers. Okay, I think this is a Blissey scenario. Because we don't care too much about Rock Tomb damage. Ice Beam is going to chunk him out. You have Confuse Ray, because of course you do. Good news about Blissey is that because our attack is so bad, being confused is just a bit of a hindrance. It's not really that bad. See, no damage. That's decent damage, but I will just outpace you with any of my healing moves. You got Earthquake. Earthquake, Confuse Ray, Rock Tomb, and one other move. I can see it being toxic. My instinct is to say it's Giga Drain, though. That is Seismic Toss. Yeah, if anybody knows like a good Wavebird alternative, any kind of third-party GameCube controller, wireless or wired, let me know. I am definitely not a fan of this controller. Even for a 2D game like this, it can be annoying messing with this D-pad. Alright, confuse no more. This will do like 30%, but we have a nice chance of freezing. Yeah, that's not bad. It's ingrain. Okay, so you're not very threatening. Poliwrath could set up on this. I'm always scared of a Giga Drain, though. 1 Giga Drain crit is all it takes to KO Poliwrath. We could get a lucky freeze here. Look at that. All you gotta do is summon it. Just manifest the freeze. Instant thaw out? Okay, I didn't want that to happen. Alright, just get a crit. Just get a crit or a freeze. Any way to get out of this. Not quite. Yeah, Cradily can be a pain. Cradily having a lot of HP and healing can definitely slow the match down. Ladies can also be a problem because my best way to deal with them is Blissey. And interesting to note that they both use their signature move. So I think it's Latias is lower special. Yeah, Latias has Mistball, and that lower special attack, and that means that I just do peanuts to Latias. Whereas Latios is the scary one, because Luster Purge lowers my special defense, and now, like, a calm-minded up Lati is going to do a ton of damage. I'm off to bed. Thanks for the stream, buddy. You take her easy, Peter. We'll hang out soon. Yeah, both of the Latis. They cause, like, opposite problems. Latias, I believe, often runs Safeguard, so your hope of getting a freeze is pretty low. They also will do Rest Chesto, which is pretty annoying. There's a lot of contingencies I've come up with on how to get through this tower better. Ways to get around these really annoying sets. Regis are trouble. All the Regis can have Thunderbolt, which is always nasty when my way to deal with the Regis is a water type. Even when it doesn't do that much, when it's Regirock and Registeel, it's still just annoying that they can have it. And of course it's a problem with Regice. Regice can absolutely get too much damage. Okay, here's a good one. So, fun fact about Generation 3. The move Hidden Power, regardless of what type it is considered a normal move. So Hidden Power cannot be Mirror Coated. It can be countered, but not Mirror Coated. Milo loves going for Mirror Coat, and Thunderbolt is not going to KO from full. So how we deal with a Milo is you always do one Hidden Power, and then go for your Thunderbolt, because now she is easily getting KO'd. And if I was to just Thunderbolt from full, there's a chance we get Mirror Coated. And then we lose Zapdos. That was a crit, by the way. And that's just bad. You don't want to lose Zapdos to the lead. Well, you don't want to lose Zapdos no matter what, but you want to keep Zapdos as long as you can. I can't believe what I just saw. Absol lived and dared use a flamethrower. You want to be using Double Edge or Shadow Ball. Or whatever other crap Absol runs. Absol was not very good in Generation 3. Controversial opinion. It looks cool. It's a cool looking Pokemon. I'd love to get a shiny. It's a pretty awesome shiny. But Absol's moves are not ideal. Not the best moveset. Oh, of course. So we're still not at perfect IVs, so let's see how much do we do. Okay, that's not great. Oh, and I don't want to get hit by a rock throw. Rock slice, whatever that is. Okay, this might be our first bulking up session. You set up the sun, so now you do a little more damage. Okay, I gotta figure out my moves. That's Brick Break. Yeah, that's Brick Break, that's Bulk Up, that's Earthquake, that's Rest. So, let's get jacked. Please, just waste my time. Just go for a Rock Slide. Earthquake, that's even better. Damn, awesome damage, Camerupt. I'm really scared of this 17 hit KO you've got threatening me. Can't you have Explosion? Yeah, you just failed a Sunny Day, so that's good. So one downside of this Poliwrath is that we are not that high of an attack IV. So even at +6, there are certain Pokemon we do not KO. Okay, Sun Boosted. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad damage. We'll rest, because we have a good opportunity to. Yeah, that's Earthquake. Let's rest. Yeah, Sun Boosted Overheat. That did pretty good damage. That's what we want to see. Yeah, that just does nothing to us. Do we need to... Probably not. This should be enough. If this was a more serious attempt, I was deeper in the tower, I absolutely would go to +6, but at this point, we don't really need to worry about it. I want to keep moving. Varese, my man, how you doing? We are in the Ruby Tower. Tower time? You know it. Ooh, Lantern. So, the reason I'm in the tower, again, to the VOD watchers, you probably just love the schizophrenic repeats. I'm going to be playing Amaryllis in a Journey Across America, and I want to smuggle out certain Pokemon with perfect IVs, and this is my method for doing it, is I want to get through the tower and take them from here. So once I get to 49 wins, I'm going to back up my save, because, unfortunately, they are Pokemon that can have multiple abilities, on top of the fact that they have multiple sets, on top of the fact that they have a random nature. So it's like pretty reset heavy, but I don't mind doing those resets, but I think it's like fair to use the backup, because there's just a high chance I just roll the wrong nature, you know. So right now we're just grinding to 49, and then I'll do one set once we're at 49 as an attempt. This is probably stuff you and I have talked about before, but if you are interested, the VOD of this stream, I've been kind of rambling about my thoughts on the Ruby Tower and like interesting quirks that my team uses to get through. Why I do have a pretty decent win streak. That was a quick claw, by the way. Like, I have specific plans for specific Pokemon, and it's very similar to Riley's. Like how Riley, over time, developed certain routes to get through teams, get through certain threats. So, it was been fun coming back to the Ruby Tower, because I still think this team is very, very good. I don't have a camera, but you guys would not believe how much I, like, rolled my eyes at the fact it's a lead Wigglytuff using Protect. Like, come on. What can you achieve? Yeah, just go for more double teams. Oh, you got your miss. Lucky you. Oh, you go for another one. Okay, you can have counter, but I don't know if you can have counter in this format. So we are going to Aerial Ace, because this probably 2 shots. Maybe not. Nope. You've got some kind of a berry. Salak. Protect double team Salak Wigglytuff with Toxic, the new meta. What an awesome set. I wonder what the last move is. Oh, you again. You know, we'll just go straight to Poliwrath. Okay, so with no bulk ups, how much does this do? Yeah, that's really not that much. That's what we want to see. It's the same deal with Regirock. Regirock is like free setup, which is so funny because for most teams, Regirock is like a nightmare matchup. But for Poliwrath, he's just free, just completely free. Even if they've got superpower, doesn't matter. I don't think any have Aerial Ace. Perfect. And now your Overheat does no damage, so we can go back to bulk up. This is Pokemon number 2. Nice crit, very cool. Another crit would KO me. Let's just play safe at this point. I don't want to have to restart the streak. Because now you're going to do something dumb like Rock Slide or Overheat again. Yeah, perfect. We've got huge defense, so even Earthquake does nothing. Overheat does so little. You'll try building for the RS tower? Hell yeah. A part of me does feel like I am cheesing this because I'm using 3 Pokemon from outside of the region, but also, like, Gen 3 is a 20-year-old game. Who cares? All of these Pokemon are viable to use. That's, like, one of the cool things about the region, or the generation. That a Pokemon I got from XD can be traded to Fire Red and have new moves taught, and then traded back to Ruby, and it all just works. So... But it is true that the tower was not really meant to deal with a Zapdos and a Blissey. They are absolutely threats from outside the region. Yeah, you could probably do like a really cheesy Skarm Bliss, like anybody else. Lottie or Suicune or just anybody. Yeah, I should come up with more teams for this. I want to spend more time here with my shiny Pokemon because I know this format so much better than I know the Emerald one. Oh, poor Swampert. You have no idea what's coming. Dusclops. That's a good one, yeah. Nice crit. I probably didn't need that crit. Swampert can live those. He can live HP Grass. And I'm not sure if it's a roll due to natures or a roll due to different IV investments. HP or whatever. Whatever he's running. Heracross. Of course, we don't hit Heracross with Aerial Ace because we can get countered, and that's just embarrassing. Nice crit. Knocked him to 1 HP. This reversal is going to go insane. Do we still outspeed? Yeah, we do. If we were at the perfect speed tier, there's a chance of... if we were at 49 wins, there's a chance some Heracrosses can outspeed us. But I think they need to be speed nature. Okay, that's 35. I think. I wonder how your Moltres team would fare. It's probably not as good given how many more water, or like the density of water types. But just as a stall team, that one is so rock solid. I do not like seeing Armaldo first. Okay, he has Protect. I was convinced he had a Quick Claw. I thought it was Quick Claw Rock Slide time. Very nice crit. Very cool. Oh, cool. It's all the fossil cringers. Alright. We probably just have to... Well, because we don't know what this has. It could be a Giga Drain set. Setting up with Poliwrath is ideal. But also fishing with Ice Beam and just getting a freeze in a 4-hit, a 4-hit KO is just as good. What are you doing? Oh, you're the stockpile set. Okay, yeah, you're not threatening to me. Water types are usually fine. It's just the Oko sets that are dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, Sea King and Walrein are definitely troublesome. I don't think Torkoal can have rest, but I'll admit I don't know Torkoal's moves that well. You don't see him after a certain point. He can have rest. Oh, cool. Why would I even say that? I just gave him rest. I guaranteed that he had rest. But the good news now is that if he rests, we can bring in Zapdos and do 1,000,000 damage. Yeah, I'll have to figure out... I don't know, should we multitask? I probably should figure out which game has that, the Lottie. The Lottie that has Memento. Because it's the one I did the... Well, it's got to be one of the Sapphires. Okay, so we're guaranteed 2 Thunderbolts. That may not KO. There's a chance he is bulky enough. Yeah, I've got a DS here. Let's figure out which of these Sapphires we're going to need to trade trade the Lottie out. Because we're going to need the Lottie for our for our attempts at smuggling a Pokemon out. Okay, it might have been that one, but I'm in Meteor Falls and I don't want to finagle my way to get out. And let's try this one. This should be Amaro though, so this might not be it. I might have to do that. Meaning, they're both in Meteor Falls. Oh man, I don't want to have to mess with that tonight. Maybe we will not be doing a set. No, but I should. I should try one, just in case. Just in case I happen to find one of my targets right away. Oh. So Glalie an interesting one. Glalie has a really good Ice Beam, which is terrible against my Zapdos. And Glalie also has Earthquake, which is a bit of a problem for Blissey, but it really doesn't do that much damage. Yeah, and he loves to go for stupid moves like this and, like Crunch or Bite or whatever his other move is. It's not very threatening. I think they also have Protect in this one. Glalie is cool, though. Don't deny that. There he is. The one thing Zapdos cannot easily one-shot. But it is a water type. Okay, he has leftovers. That's good to know. Yeah, Ludi's kind of good against my whole team. He struggles against Blissey. Nice crit. Sets up Rain. So Ludicolo can get the better of Blissey, but ultimately he's not that bad. It's just annoying. It's annoying having to go against like a Rain Dish, Toxic, Protect, Leech Seed, leftovers. It just takes forever. And Aerial Ace is not a great alternative. We kind of have to rely on Thunderbolt. Okay, set number 3. Okay, maybe we will try multitasking. See if I can work my way out of, well, because I've got Repulse, and I have a level 100 Smeargle, so we can. And I didn't see one when I was in box. I didn't see a stray Latios that would have a, Memento. I wonder if Golduck sees any use in Journey Across America as a way to like shut down weather strats. But that also like means you have to run a Golduck, which is not great. Was that Citrus? That was Citrus. He uses Mirror Move? Hell yeah. Love that. And he gets a Para. Oh man, this Altaria's out for blood. Okay, this Sapphire is a bust. Does not have what I think. Now I'm on the hunt for this Lati. Where would it be if not there? Golduck saw some use in VGC 6. Gen 6 VGC. It's probably the same. Oh, Breloom. That's another counter Pokemon. It's also a Effect Spore, so we do want a Thunderbolt. So we don't get outplayed.
Is Golduck a Pokemon that like changed throughout the years? Is Golduck ever better? I assume he probably runs the same thing with like Cloud9 as a way to stop weather strats. Actually, aren't the weather strats like pretty dominant in Gen 6 because you have the whatever Kyogre and Groudon, where they're essentially just like more overclocked of their exact same sets. They're like basically just themselves, but even stronger. I think Groudon changes type. I don't know that much about later gens, but I do know that. I know that the weather party of Gen 3 Ubers gets to continue in Gen 6 because Gen 6 had the Gen 3 remakes, so a lot of those ideas got to be reused. Got Swift Swim. Okay, so it's a decent rain sweeper. There's the Shiny Beldum, the original, the non-Premier Ball one. And there's no Laddie on this final. Where the hell could it be? Okay, so it's not on Sapphires. Tropius. Let's fish on my English Sapphire? I don't know why it would be on there. Yeah, it's Super Weathers. Yeah, Cloud9 seems like it would be good there. Or not good, you know what I mean. Like, usable. A usable strat. I can't imagine it's that good in Gen 3. Because Golduck's just not very strong. Even without weather, everyone threatens Golduck pretty well. Okay, thank the Lord we're at the PC. There's a Machamp and a box of Zigzagoons. And no Laddie. Okay. Latios, where are you? Let's move on to English Rubies. Okay, Lantern is an interesting one. Where Lantern is, he's a little annoying for Zapdos. You probably want to set up Light Screen, but in this scenario, I think we're just going to punch him down with HP Grass. VGC 17 was the first year of Gen 7 where the only Alola Pokemon were allowed. A lot of mediocre Pokemon that became viable. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's like Diamond Pearl OU. Diamond Pearl OU was pretty different than once Platinum and Heart Gold were around because like it's like ADV 200. Like moveset changes, new Pokemon introduced, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's start with the Japanese Ruby. I'm pretty sure you're going to be in Meteor Falls. Oh no, because I traded from you. Hang on, maybe this is our guy. I see a Latios. He has Thunder, Memento, Surf, Rain Dance. That's our guy. Okay. Let's set that game aside. And put the other rubies away. There we go. Sorry about all the background noise again. I know my streams they're not like good to begin with, but I probably should be a little more professional about them. Always forgetting what I was about to do. Changing plans for what we're gonna do like halfway through. Ooh, Pitaya Berry. I think this is the set putting us at 35. This might be the set to 42. Meaning we're getting close to backing up the save. Interesting. So that's a Alakazam that outspeeds us. What is your item? Ganlon. Wrong answer. So there's a handful of Pokemon that would never outspeed you in Emerald. Oh, this is the Choice Band one. In Emerald, well, I guess it's one. So in Emerald, there's all the 105s, and the 105s are never a speed nature. Like Rapidash and Electabuzz and all that. However, in this format, we've got Manectric, who's 105. And because of the fact that he can sometimes be a speed nature, he can, in fact, outspeed you. Though, again, it's not consistent. Oh, this is kind of tricky now. This could be Stupid Kingdra, the Blizzard, Hyper Beam, Disable, and another move. Hydro, I think. Pray for a freeze. That's the best out. Just pray for a freeze. What I'd love to do is wish and switch in Zapdos, but unless this is one of the rest sets, I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, it looks like he's low HP. It's double team, so he probably is a Toxic Rest double teamer. So I'm actually going to go for another freeze here, because the next toss is definitely going to KO. So his option here is to rest or to attack us. He did it, of course. Of course. So now if he does rest, though, I can heal up Zapdos, which is awesome. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So we hit him with a toss. He snoozes this turn, we use our wish. He snoozes next turn, we bring in our Zapdos. It also looks like we're speed tying him, which is really funny. Because this Blissey is like a very weird amount of speed, where I did invest just a little bit, because I happened to get a speed nature. But I don't remember what we speed creep, because this Blissey is years old. I probably should just check. I know that it's like very handy having a decent speed Seismic Toss. It's like absolutely bailed me out against specifically Machamp. You go for another one? Oh, perfect. Yeah, specifically against Machamp, it has come up. Do we greed here? Was this the first Pokemon? No, because Blissey was brought in. Whatever. We could set up a light screen just to cover ourselves a little more, but I think with all of our party like alive, it doesn't matter much. Sceptile. So you usually go for... You have Leech Seed double team, which is not fun.
You've got Crunch, which I think means you're the Dragon Claw set. Yeah, even with it resisted, Thunderbolt does such good damage. Yeah, it is the Dragon Claw one. Nice crit. And he's the Earthquake one, okay. Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Crunch, and probably Giga Drain or Leaf Blade. The fights are getting a little bit trickier. We're starting to get Pokemon with real IVs. It's not like the early rounds where Zapdos just bulldozes everything. Yeah, so what you want to see against Elite Breloom is Focus Punch. You want him to waste a turn. If he does Spore, it doesn't really matter. Iron Tail is also not going to do very much. Ooh. So, Flygon's not that bad. Zapdos is bad against Flygon, obviously. But Flygon in this format doesn't really run good physical moves. They're like all special sets, so Blissey just sits on them. Yeah, this one does have Earthquake. I think they all have Earthquake, but a lot of them are Giga Drain or Crunch or Dragon Claw, Fire Blast. Not very good sets. So having to 3-shot them with Zapdos is pretty safe. It's not fun. He's like very scary to go up against, but once you're actually familiar with these sets, Flygon's not that bad. Nice, another set down. I think that's the last vitamin reward. Yeah, we're at 42. Alright, this is it. This is the set we need to clear. And then we're good. I'll be good to reset this. It'll be fun to just do attempts because I know it's so unlikely I'm going to get my target first try. I need the right nature, and I need the right ability, and I need the right set. I guess I could always Pike Glitch. I guess I could just take him from whatever set, but I also need to like do research. I need to figure out the other, what I want for my other guy. Oh, you don't like that. You don't like seeing Recover on Milo. First, Reggie. It's probably safest to switch in Poliwrath here, but since we're up a KO, I'll get greedy. And we're rewarded. Immediate para. Oh, but you had a Lumberry. I think that means that you're the rest set. Got Iron Defense. So you either need to rest or blow up this turn. You chose Earthquake. That was the wrong answer. I feel like Breloom can have a Quick Claw. in this format. You can have Spore, of course. Tropius, what are you doing here? Yeah, Xatu is another Pokemon that drops off. Mawile and Sableye, they stop showing up after a certain threshold. That's something I wish actually was better documented. Okay. I got confused there. I thought he was healing again. I wish it was better documented which Pokemon stop showing up at certain win rate thresholds in the Ruby Tower. But I think that's research I'm probably just going to have to be the one to do. Because I've spent so much time in the Ruby Tower. Nice Earthquake. That's like actually perfect I didn't knock you into Salac range. Pinsir's another scary Pokemon in... Well, Pinsir's scary everywhere, but... Any guy that can have a Salac Oko move. Oh, I don't like seeing you last. Please, Para. That did nothing. Oh, but we got a Para. Okay. Very good. And you are not the cringe leftovers set. You're the stockpile set. Mod the Zapdos, or Zapdo, the fusion. Oh, what's that site? Yeah, you, Pokemon Fusion? You can fuse Zapdos and Xatu. Yeah, funny that he does show up. I don't know, well, because they have to, yeah, because the baby starters, they stop showing up. And obviously you can't run into the Lotties until you're at, like, a certain threshold. But I don't think anybody knows what those thresholds are for the Ruby Tower. In fact, seeing that Tropius there is starting to make me a little bit more curious what it could be. Lead Registeel is never fun. We take our chances. We do one Thunderbolt to do some damage, get us ahead. But he always threatens Boom. This one has a lot of special defense. He has Earthquake, which doesn't really tell us much. I think they all have Earthquake. He has Rest. Yeah, a lot of the Regis do Rest Chesto. And Double Team. They all just have the most annoying sets you can imagine. Is that a Rest? Okay, we're bringing in Poliwrath and setting up. So we get our free bulk ups, and we outspeed, which is nice. Of course, you're one with Thunderbolt. Alright, pal. That was not a crit. Okay, he only has a 1 in 4 chance of doing Thunderbolt again. And I do outspeed. So the way that Poliwrath loses this is that we get Parrot or crit this turn. So we are going to punch him. Worst case scenario, we just rest next turn. Oh, beauty! We just crit him. Doesn't matter.
we don't even care that he's a threat. Sea King, I'll probably just punch you too. Another crit. Oh, but that didn't KO. It's the rest talk, Sea King. Oh. And wow, another one. You know what? We will top off. We'll rest here. Varize, this would be like probably annoying for you to type out in chat, but what do you think about the idea of a rest talk Dusclops as a way to like conserve PP and stall more turns so that you can actually do stuff while you're asleep? Nice, he's got Focus Punch. Regirock is the easier of the three. Regirock is the easiest, and then Regice is the most difficult because that one usually has special attack and threatens a good Thunderbolt, whereas Registeel is kind of right in between, where he's not that bad. He'll waste turns with like Rock Tomb and Metal Claw, and Regirock is just the easiest. He's not a threat to Poliwrath. What does the talk do? Oh, I don't like seeing that. Oh no. It would be a way to potentially get one of your moves without spending the PP. Oh, this is bad. Basically, worst case scenario. Blissey is probably the safer of the two here. Finding out if this is a Pokemon that Poliwrath can set up on is more valuable than assuming it is one, because I could also pass a Wish. So we're gonna go Blissey here. Hopefully it'll be something weak. Oh yeah, you're not that good. Nice, nice. You could hit me with like a massive dynamic punch, but not if you're frozen. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking about like how when you use rest talk when you're asleep, you don't burn any PP, which seems like, because that was a problem I was running into when I was using Dusclops, was the fact that I would run out of moves. You need to give up. Yeah, that's why I was thinking it probably isn't the best, because you need to have a dedicated move for it, and Dusclops kind of values all of his moves too much. Oh, you got Mirror Coat. Look at you. That did barely any damage. Can you please just blow up? Can you please, like, do something to end the encounter? I really do not like that I lost my Zapdos turn 1. Freeze? No. No luck. Don't think I've run out? Okay, maybe it was just me having no PP on any of my moves. I'll ask Amaryllis what he thinks of it, because he did a similar set. Because he did a Toxic on his one that got gold. True, he could do Leppa. Nice. Wasted a turn with Spore. And that's actually awesome that Thunderbolt did that much. I don't need to risk Aerial Ace
getting effect spored. I think Whiscash has a chance of living those. Oh, Crobat's nasty. He uses Attract. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Just waste your turn. You lived. I cannot believe you lived. Maybe Crobat's a Pokemon I should steal, because I love using Crobat and Ore. And actually having one would be fun, but I probably just want to, like, train one. Or just use one of my shiny ones, actually. Never mind. It would be awesome, though, having a perfect speed Crobat. Blaziken. First Blaziken. It's, match 48. The Blaziken's a little bit scary as a lead because you can activate Blaze really easily. So similar to Milo, it's probably best to hit it with an HP Grass and then Thunderbolt so that you guarantee a KO. Not who I wanted to see. We're going to play this nice and safe. We're going to set up a light screen. You're going to go for, like, Earthquake, I believe that was. And now we bring in Poliwrath and get started. I think you're the Curse one. Yeah, you're the Curse one. That's perfect. This one sucks. This is the weakest Regice. It's just free fodder for Poliwrath to get rolling. Ooh, massive Earthquake. I think you have Boom too, so you can like waste turns trying to explode on me. This is good. It's nice to get to show off the safe strat every now and then. Please do not freeze. Of course, I just manifested the freeze. Now we try and rest. The good news is that he can't really do much damage to us, so we have a lot of chances to rest. Alright, Poliwrath, I need you to bust out of the ice. Just imagine how satisfying it's going to be to land a +5 Brick Break against the Regice. It's 4 turns frozen. He used Explosion there. That's 5 turns frozen. He's doing another Curse. We'll get through this. I have confidence that we're not going to lose. That is 6 turns frozen. That is 7 turns frozen. Earthquake, which... Now you're at like +6, aren't you? That still does nothing to us. 8 turns frozen. You are going to run out of explosions, We're about to hit 10 turns frozen. 10 turns. Still have not de-thawed. Oh, look at that! De-thawed. Just take a nice little snooze, and now your nightmare begins, Regice, because now I'm not thawed anymore, and I'm at what, +5? +6? Yeah, we're 1 away from +6. I'm gonna bulk up just in case. Give you one more chance to freeze me. No, whatever you did didn't happen. Unfortunately, you have a lot of defense right now, so it's gonna be like a 4-hit KO. Oh, you've got rest. Oh, interesting. It's rest, curse, earthquake, blizzard? It's a bit of a weird set. Uh-oh. Why did I mention the blizzard? Okay, we got through that. Yeah, oh, that's the crit, of course. Now that is the crit. Okay, we're at +6, so if this is a physical attacker, it's over. It's Sceptile. Leaf Blade is definitely going to KO us, but there's a chance he does, like, Crunch or something stupid. Yeah, perfect. Critical hit on Dragon Claw, who cares? Sceptile's not even a real dragon. What was that, number 6? That was a fun one. That was a fun set. Being frozen for, what, 12 turns? That was fun. This is the last one. As long as we get through this, we're home free. Alright, I want to see, like, Swampert. Yes!
And a crit on top of it. Definitely needed the crit for the 4x. Gardevoir. Okay, that's a little scary.
It's dragon when it megas. Interesting. Yeah, some of the Pokemon change type. Huh. Okay, alright. You're using the cringe move. I have to light screen this turn. Okay, you do it again. You do another move. We will do another light screen. Perfect. And then you snatch. You should have snatched when I was doing light screen. Last one. Sceptile again. The fake dragon. He isn't a dragon, but he is definitely a tree. Everyone agrees that he is a tree Pokemon. The first evolution is called Trico. Nice, massive damage. And there we go. We made it. So now, I'm going to... We're going to connect a box for starters. Connect a box, take off all the TMs, and move over our Laddie that we need. From here on, you'll be getting a ribbon. Nice. Yeah, everyone agrees that Sceptile is a tree. He, like, is a tree-coded Pokemon. So I kind of wanted to keep it a secret from Amaryllis which Pokemon will be on my team, but I guess since I'm going to do one lap, or one round, there's the potential that I run into it and need to lose, so I guess that'll reveal who it is. Okay, so now we should connect Ruby first. Well, these are both Ruby. We should connect alternative Ruby first, so that I can get the Laddie off. And then when I plug in the other one, we'll just take the TMs off and put the Laddie on, and then we're golden. Oh, but then I'll have to back up the save again. Well, that's easy. We'll just reboot the Wii. Yeah, I think I told you one time I want to make a video where it's like a Pokemon bird tier list, and it starts off with what you think, where it's like, oh, now we're going to do legendary birds, and oh, here's Swellow. But the deeper we get into it, the more like questionable it becomes. It's like, well, Gligar is not really a bird, but I'm going to count him, and I guess I'll put him like kind of in the middle. And like Skarmory, you know, he's the metal bird Pokemon, but you look at him, he like looks more like a robot than a bird. So it would just like devolve into, I guess Rayquaza's in S tier because he's so strong, but he's not a bird. So yeah, yeah, it's you that I need. Yeah, you've got Memento and Rain Dance to burn turns. Should probably keep these guys. All birds are robots? You know, I've heard some people say that. Or that they're like drones or something. And given how like dumb I've seen birds behave, I'm like kinda skeptical of that. Switch over. Like, have you ever witnessed pigeons? Pigeons are like an unbelievably stupid animal. Whereas like seagulls and crows are actually pretty clever. I also find it weird that we call them seagulls even when you're like inland. Because I grew up on the coast, so I just accepted, oh, these are seagulls, these white birds, because, you know, they, you know, come from the sea, I guess. Or they always live by the sea or whatever. But no, even like inland, we just call them seagulls still. Well, yes. Oh, okay, there he is. Having double Lottie. Yeah, because Lottie's just like replacing Blissey here. So, what we can do... Oh, right, because don't I need this? You have got Roar. Yeah, I need this Zapdos instead. And is Poliwrath the same? Poliwrath's the same. Yeah, this is the Tower Trio. This is an identical Poliwrath. I don't really need anything else here. I love this trainer ID. I definitely want to reset for Groudon and get it on this ID. I just realized something. No, we do not want to quit box. No, stop that. We are going to need another Master Ball. There we go. We're probably going to need another one because after the fact, but I can do like item management on my own time. I don't need to torture the stream time with just item nonsense.
Okay, now we need to reboot the Wii. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. One moment. I need to see what's on the SD card because the ROM dumper or the save file dumper that I use refuses. Okay, there's not a Ruby save. It refuses to work if there is a save. So right now, hang on, dumbass. Why don't you try explaining when you're sitting close to the mic? So right now on there is a Emerald save. And if I was to dump one of my Emerald saves, it wouldn't work. So I would need to take that save off, and then it would work. So because there's no Ruby save, I can make a Ruby save, no problem. It's a little bit complicated, but don't worry about it. Using these very official things, it's awfully nice of Nintendo to make this. We want to back up our save. Waiting for the Game Boy, excuse me. Save backed up. Nice. Okay, so now we turn you off. And I've got my save back up in case I need to Oh, wait a minute, that's weird. I don't like that. This is an app that the Wii doesn't just start, or just doesn't close if you turn off the thing. There we go. Everything is in order. So, depending on how this goes, there could be a future Ruby stream where all I'm doing is attempts for this. Because yeah, you see him? We have Seath now. And he has got Memento, and that is our ace. That is our way to get out of this. I probably should have backed up my save there, but I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay, first attempt. We'll do one attempt, and then I'll probably end the stream and get to bed. But who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. This will be... Immediately we'll find the Pokemon I want shiny with the right nature and right ability. That could happen. Don't need Ruby anymore. Alright, so this is a little bit scary to do this without Blissey, but also we don't really care if we lose too much, so... And plus, if I lose, that's a chance to practice the Lati glitch, which I haven't done in a little bit. Oh my god. Why are you the first? Why is it you? That's a bad omen. That's a bad sign about this method. Okay, Para. Okay, you Encored. That's not bad. You have leftovers, meaning you could soft lock the game. Very cool. Of course you're a cringer. Okay, do we risk getting encored with Rain Dance? Or do we just go for the KO with Surf? I think we Rain Dance so that Thunder helps us out.
I can't believe this. I can't believe what is happening right now. Maybe it'll be a 4-turn encore. And I can go back to my, like, playing the game. Yeah. Look at you, Wob. You are the master troll. I don't think Thunder is gonna KO, even if I get to Thunder next turn. Doesn't have double team? You know, I guess. Encore, it's a 5-turn encore. The rain is gone, and now my encore has ended. And you're, like, about to hit green HP. Okay, we just need to, like, para. Alright, whatever you did didn't count. This is a real bad sign if the first Pokemon is Wob stalling me out. Okay. That is not who I wanted to see next. Maybe Poliwrath is just the champ against the final Pokemon. I think you used Will-O-Wisp? What did you use? A crit, of course. $10. I think I live, though. Yeah, nice. And that was a crit, too. I live a crit. Is that Salak? Okay, I still have speed. Thank the Lord. Alright, final Pokemon. Okay, Thunder will really help me out here. Because I don't know how you're going to punch through a Poliwrath. You got Mirror Coat. It's a little excessive. You could have Giga Drain, I suppose, but I think you're dying to 2 Earthquakes without me bulking up. You went for Hydro Miss. Very good. Oh, don't even need to do 2. Alright. First battle down. That was kind of a nightmare. Okay. They're out for blood this time. We're gonna hope that you went for Boom. You went for Earthquake. That'll do, like, respectable damage. Oh, that's not that bad. You have Fire Blast, because of course you do. Don't care if I'm burned, because I'm going to be resting once I'm maxed out. Oh, maybe I do care. Yeah, maybe we should rest next turn just to be safe. Because, yeah, an Earthquake crit is going to be disastrous. Beauty. Perfect. Poliwrath is so good. We'll see. How much do we do at +2? Why did I go first that turn? There's no way you have counter. You have Roar. Okay. Well, that was a bit foolish.
Do you also have Salak? Why has everything got Salak? I hate this. This is insane. Everything's got Salak this run. Okay, Pokemon 1 dealt with. You... I do not like... I guess, like, Poliwrath is full health. Yeah, we are full health. We could just go back to the same thing. We don't have our Chesto anymore, though. Please do not get the boost. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I can probably start punching you now. I forget if you have counter. I think you do. But that might be a emerald thing. Okay, not too hard. Salak Boom, I ran that on my Roxanne team. It's annoying. It's scary. No, what a team, dude. What a team. Golem. And what are the Regis? The Regis are golems. They are, like, made in, like, a very primitive man's image. Very good. The game's just having a little fun. It's just trolling me a little bit tonight. Amnesia was not the right move against a Poliwrath. Okay, fight number 2 down. Have yet to see my targets, by the way. No, that's not true. We fought a couple of them on the way. But have yet to see them... Have yet to see one of them. And I'm kind of fine with that, because that's the one I don't know which, what spreads I want, what moves I want. Well, I know one move I want, but that's it. Blaziken, huh? Since we're half dead Zapdos, I think I'm just gonna go for it. And if I knock you into Blaze range, Latios outspeeds you. Or you just go for Earthquake. You also have Salak, of course. Salak Explosion? No, not a chance. It's actually funny that they even gave them Salak when the natures are swapped around. First Salamence. Salamence is a little scary now that we don't have Blissey's Ice Beam to one-shot it. We're going to have to rely on a 2-shot from Zapdos. And that's the bulky one. That's max HP investment. We could para this turn. Please. Dragonclaw. Not a fan. Alright. Latios, I need you to hit Thunder. Thank you. Okay, we're cruising along. I should give Latias a berry. Doesn't really matter what it is. I'd probably go with cherry. Just to facilitate doing this easier. Oh, you're a bit of trouble without Blissey. Let's set up rain so that I can chunk you out with thunder. Because you're probably going for like mist ball or something this turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. Please do not lower my stats. Okay, it didn't do it. Nice. Very good. Okay, we got a 30% to para. And I think Latias doesn't have Lumberry. I think she has... That was a crit. That was a crit. I don't know how we can get through a Latias with this team. This is brutal. We have to, like, para this turn. You're just stalling me out now. Is Rain Boosted Surf doing better? Probably not. Nope. Mist Ball, and now I'm gonna do no damage. Okay, it's para or bust. It may be... Oh! No, well, that's like... That's not gonna work. One option we have is get Zapdos to roar this thing out and potentially catch the next Pokemon, but that's like big time desperation. Also, she does have a Lumberry. I was wrong. You go for Attract. Yeah, I didn't realize how much trouble a Lati would be. Well, I'm glad we backed up the save. Okay, let's just do it. Just memento here. No, do it. Get through. Is there hope for Zapdos? Thunderbolt's gonna do, like, barely 20 damage. We'll try it. We'll do one. Okay, that was a good para. Awesome damage. That was a crit. We have a chance here. Please do not rest this turn. Dragon Claw, who even asked? I can't believe that worked. Wow. Yeah, Latias is trouble for this setup. This could be an annoying reset heavy thing. It's Alakazam. But I guess that's my penance. That's my toll I have to pay if I want a free 31 IV Pokemon in like a very kind of cheesy way. Also gotta remember I don't have Aerial Ace on Zapdos, I have Roar. That was the crit? Okay. Alright, on to match 5. Bit of a scary lead. Yeah, the way that I lost my last streak was Yeah, it was a lead Regice. It has to have, yeah, because I was Zapdos. I used Light Screen and then I brought in Poliwrath, and he got the Ancient Power boost. And while I was bulking up, he got another Ancient Power boost. And at that point, Thunderbolt did like 60%, 70%. And it was just over. There was no recovering from that. So he KO'd Poliwrath.
then blew up on Blissey. And the follow-up was a Registeel versus my Zapdos, and that Registeel just blew up right away. Ooh, nice focus punch, dude. I like that. This Regirock plays the way that I play. With a +1 damage? Yeah, that's nothing. And you're the bright powder one, of course. Double bright powder? Alright. This has been a wild ride. The ride to 49 wins was smooth sailing, but as soon as we hit 49 wins, the game just, like, stops holding back. Ancient Power, are you serious? Okay, please be something I can rest against. That is something I can rest against. Funny that we're speed tying. Alright, now we're maxed out. So, we are not going to one-shot. Far from it. Very cool that you waited that long to think about using Toxic. Oh, yeah, almost a one-shot. Never mind. This Milo might just be trash defense. Of course. Well, we get one punch, which is nice. And Zapdos is still full health. Oh, maybe we don't get one punch. That was a crit. We did get one, but we were denied because of a crit. Zapdos should do well here. The bulky Mence is scary, though. That's annoying. That's the bulky one, too. Oh, maybe it isn't. Maybe they all have HP investment. That's terrible. Crobat is the lead we like to see because it's so easy for Zapdos. Anything that Zapdos can one-shot is perfect. Because slot 1, I can't steal anyways. If I was to get one of the Pokemon I want in slot 1, we're just screwed. Like, I can't get it. We need to be in slot 2 or slot 3. Roaring it into, or roaring it out doesn't count. That doesn't work. We're probably... Oh, no Salac. Nice.
Blazikins like, often have Salak. Salak and Pataya. Kingdra. You would be a fun team member. I may have to steal a Kingdra at some point. Oh, you're the cringe leftovers one. Oh, and I get my first miss. Oh, just lovely. Missing Roar. That's terrible. And you're protecting. You're going to be full health. I'm going to roar out a full health Kingdra at this rate. See, this also makes me think the AI is less random than it may seem. Because it will do things and then, like, very, very... It seems deliberately, like, protect right afterwards. Like, if this was the Toxic Kingdra, which it might be, it's, like, all but guaranteed to protect next turn. Double protect? I don't think that glitches in Ruby Sapphire. I think it's just gonna protect whenever it feels like. It's running out of protect, so it's at least 5. Just please roar him out. Another double protect. This is gotta be like a speed run of how quickly you can burn through all your protects. Nope, no roar. Okay, I guess we got a Thunderbolt this turn. What's our game plan? And we land it. Are you serious? Oh, wait a minute. Was Kingdra the last Pokemon? Maybe that's why Roar was failing. I thought the Kingdra was second. Maybe Kingdra was last. Okay, our game plan now is we need to Rain Dance and not get hit by a, what's that move? Dragon Breath? And then start pelting him with Thunders. That's our out here. Got hit by a Dragon Breath? No Para. Okay, we still got a chance. You are outspeeding Lottie. And you land the Para. And I'm full parried. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make it up. Hydro Miss, just for fun. We have a chance. Oh yeah. Please Para. Yes. I wonder if I should go for a Memento just to give Poliwrath the best odds. I think I will. No, didn't get it. Bad news is that he is at max evasion, and we have no bulk ups under our belt. The good news is that we still have rest. We still have rest Chesto to bail us out, and he's going to waste turns with protect. Whoa, baby. This could be a long one. But he is paralyzed. That is going to help us. It's Dragon Breath, Hydro, Protect, Double Team. So he definitely doesn't have rest. Yeah, I've been in this scenario before where Poliwrath just has to work a miracle punching a +6 evasion Pokemon. You weren't even at +6? Wow. That is a little surprising. I think I will start punching, and we land our first punch. That was awesome. But now the scary part, because I need to hit him, and he's going to keep regenning with leftovers. Okay, nice para. Oh yeah, easy. I wasn't even a little bit scared. Okay, last one for the night. This is it. This is either one of our targets or we just win. We win, and then I'll do another attempt tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to stream attempts. We'll have to see. I forgot you have Mirror Coat, so we do need to do the Milo strat, where we chunk you a little bit and then Thunderbolt. Nice crit. Very good. You. You again. The set ended the way it began. Ooh, awesome. Please do not be the leftover set. You're the leftover set. Yeah, we'll do the same thing. We'll just Rain Dance and then start hitting him with Thunders. Please do not Encore. Okay, Destiny Bond. I don't care about that. Finally, we get some motion. We can start doing anything. I wonder, is Thunder better damage than a Rain Boosted Surf? They're probably like right around the same. And of course, Thunder has the chance of para, which makes it immediately more valuable. Surf is more? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. We did it. We got a Mancho brace or something. There's this guy here who wants to give me... Oh yeah, we got ribbons on Seath. Yep. We got the, whatever, the winning ribbon. Yeah, we should give you a berry. Do I want to do another set? I probably shouldn't. I probably should just get the bed. It's 56. This is like a pretty good stopping point anyways. Oh yeah. Should also check, yeah, so it is Latios. Yeah, of course it's Latios. Alright, well gang, this was fun. I finally set up everything for Journey Across America. We snagged all of the valuable TMs too. Very successful stream. I probably will do another Ruby stream unless I get just super lucky and get both of my targets right away. So maybe sometime next week we'll do another Ruby stream. But I want to thank everyone that showed up, and I'll catch you guys later.